Peace, family. This is High Priestess Sister Kola Sojet, the spiritual doula of the underworld. And tonight, I wanted to bring a long-awaited topic that I started on a black box question. And the topic tonight is, does positive thinking override challenging astrology aspects? We're going to dive a little deep into that because sometimes that seems to conflict those two thoughts or ideas. I want to welcome everyone who's watching tonight and will be watching. You are watching Kolagraphy TV. Please give me a like and a subscribe if you are vibing with the content. There's more to come. And I'm glad to be back with you guys. It's been a minute. I'm getting off of a camping trip, kind of camping. We weren't in tents outside, but we definitely did get our field in the forest. And there have been some challenging astrology aspects. And I stayed as positive as I could during these transitions. And but it's been some times where the battle has been real, okay? And a lot of people have been going through a lot of confusion surrounding spirituality, astrology, positive affirmations and positive thinking, and versus what's real, when is this season going to pass, or when can I see my manifestations taking place? So let's dive into that. We even hear the universe doesn't give you what you want or ask for, but basically it gives you what you are or where you're vibrating, okay? So we've been taught that your thoughts create your reality, right? But what does that really mean? Does it mean that if you think you're rich, you'll be rich? If you think love, you'll instantly be loved? If you think healing, you'll never feel broken again? No, that's a half-truth. And half-truths are the most dangerous kind. So let's go deeper. Your thoughts shape your experience. Not always your external reality immediately, however. Positive thinking is a spiritual tool, not a magical override switch. It helps you to stay grounded in chaos, to avoid despair, to stay focused on solutions, rewire old trauma loops, and become magnetic more and more over time. But it does not exempt you from karmic cycles, ancestral patterns, soul contracts, or cosmic timing. So if things aren't working out despite of all your affirmations, you're not broken. You may simply be in alignment with a necessary storm. The storm will come. And what astrology actually shows us, astrology isn't here to curse or confuse us. It's an energetic language that reveals the terrain of your soul's journey. And here's what's important to understand. Hard aspects, squares, oppositions, conjunctions with malefics like Saturn or Pluto. That's malefics of the zodiacal or the astrological layout. But that doesn't mean punishment. They mean initiation and pressure. These aspects challenge the ego, the comfort zone, and illusions. They strip away everything that is unsustainable. Now, I know everybody don't believe in astrology, but here on Kolagraphy TV, we do respect the energetic frequencies, vibrations, and reality of what we know as astrology here, okay? If this isn't for you, then you may want to watch another video, but we're going deep here for those that do believe. When an astrologer says you are entering a wealth transit, that doesn't always mean a check hits your account next week. It might mean you're given a download, or a mentor may appear. A door opens that doesn't always look like money, but it could be an opportunity. Or you'll finally begin to value yourself properly, because your value is not just money, it's you yourself. You are valuable, right? Understanding your own wealth and value, that is wealth. But if your definition is limited to money, when you think wealth, you'll miss the blessing and think the stars lied. The same with love or any other thing that you may be manifesting into your life. See, the stars may bring you into alignment with love, divine love. But if your heart is still armored or distorted, or you haven't did your shadow work, love may first show up as grief, release, or heartbreak. The cosmic gift is still real, but it comes in a form you're ready for, not always the form you hoped for. And it kind of goes back into the universe giving you what you are, not what you want as far as wishfully thinking it. Now, let's get into the danger of spiritual bypassing. So here's where things get murky in the positive thinking space. There are people who are always high vibe, but numb or fake, out of touch with their body. Spiritual bypassing is when you use light to avoid your shadow. It sounds like everything happens for a reason, but you never let yourself grieve. Just raise your vibration while your inner child is screaming. Don't speak that into existence when someone tries to name their pain. That's funny, because when I first came into my spiritual gifts and I was speaking to dreams that was actually happening in my reality, not deja vu, but dreaming things that would happen months down the line. That's not deja vu. It's like cognitive dreaming, or, seeing it before it happened. And I remember clearly my Cancer sister or cousin would say, don't speak it into existence. The Bible says, but I understand, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's a form of bypassing, or not wanting to hear it for whatever reason, or can't handle the reality of what I'm experiencing. So here's what's real. You can be spiritual and be angry. You can be powerful and grieving. You can be full of light and still face storms. And you can be a Christian or in any other religious faith and still have spiritual downloads. Okay? And it's not of the devil. It's of your higher self. See, being positive all the time isn't a strength. Being present through all emotions are. And spiritually bypassing someone's pain isn't positive. It's toxic. Okay, so what is balance? You need all three of these truths held together. Number one, a positive mindset. It helps you to endure, stay grounded, and stay open to guidance. But it's not a bypass. It's not magic. It's support. Number two, astrology. It shows timing, karmic patterns, and soul themes. Not everything in your life is from your thoughts. Some things are pre-written to mature you, not reward you. And three, shadow work. It clears emotional and ancestral blocks so that you can receive what you affirm. Your affirmation won't take root in a soil that is full of denial. So an example breakdown for integration. Let's say you affirm daily, I am attracting divine love. You think it, you feel it, but the next thing that shows up is a triggering connection or heartbreak. Why? Because that heartbreak revealed where you're still operating from, where the fear is still lying. That mirror helps you to identify the wound you must heal, that karmic pattern that needed to close before the next door is open. The affirmation worked. It worked. It brought you the lesson of love. And when you pass that test, the experience deepens. Now I want to give you a closing reflection to sit with. The reason you're not getting results isn't because you're negative. It might be because you're in a season of inner alignment, karmic closure, or energetic clearing. This is a spiritual walk. It's not a wish list. It's not wishful thinking. And it's not all love and light. If you were sent here to alchemize pain into wisdom, you can't always avoid storms with good vibes and this too shall pass, which it will, but you can walk through these doors with awareness, with compassion, and with power. Okay, we don't want to traumatize others or ourselves by thinking everything must be positive and overlooked and not dealt with. So I want to give you guys some affirmations to actually sit with. Number one, I release the need to force light. I honor what is true. Number two, I trust the timing of my path, even when it's not easy. Number three, I will allow hard seasons to shape me, not shame me. Number four, I don't just think positive. I live with awareness and depth. Number five, the stars guide me. My mindset strengthens me and my soul carries me. So that's just a little bit on this topic that's not always easy to discuss. And you guys make sure you show love, spread love. And if you are working in the field of the healing arts or doing any work in psychology or working with people, please, please, please make sure we honor not only their healing, but that process of pain. Spiritually bypassing others' pains is dangerous, and it can be quite triggering. So I'm going to leave you guys on that message. Sit with those affirmations if you need to, and make sure you subscribe to Kolagraphy TV.